Fröhliche Weihnachten, fellow travelers, or Merry Christmas. We're here in Bamberg, Germany, and today we're testing out all the different Gluehweins you can get at Christmas markets when you come here in Germany. We want to give you an idea of what to expect because going out and freezing your behind off with all the locals and having the hot wine is part of your experience here. And of course, if we're going to have the Gluehweins, you have to realize there's tons and tons of different hot wines here. So the first one we're going to have is just a traditional Gluehwein. It's just a warm, hot, mulled wine. When you have it, they cook it nice and hot. I will tell you, you want to drink it relatively quickly. By the time it gets to the bottom on a cold day, it's not so good. But this one, when you have it, you really can taste the sweetness to it. And once you have 3 or 4 of these, you really start to get that, like the candy coating on your teeth. That's why sometimes it's good to try some of the other drinks, the other hot drinks you might want to have at the Christkindlmarkt. So we're going to go back over here and go through all the different variations you can have. But the original, you can't go wrong. Gluehwein means glowing wine because look, it makes me glow. Oh, the white Gluehwein, it's a lot smoother. And if you're tired of getting the like overly sweet, sugary stuff of the normal Gluehwein, the red one, this is a lot smoother and a lot easier to drink. I like this. This is like a refreshing wine. If you've been hiking around all day, this is actually a good choice. So Weißer Gluehwein is definitely a must. So next up we have Eierpunsch, which is basically egg, wine, and rum together. And of course you have to have Sahne on top, whipped cream on top. That is a definite different vibe. I can see why it isn't sold all the places, but it is pretty good. I know some people think, oh, it must be eggnog. No, it tastes very much different than eggnog if you're coming from the US, but this is a nice warm one. But I think if you had drank too many of these, you might have a little tummy ache, but worth trying. So what do you think about the white Gluehwein?
Excellent. A good choice.
And what about the Eierpunsch? What do you think about that?
One I could pass up.
Cheers. Cheers. So another thing you might notice is when you're getting your Gluehwein, it's not just typical Gluehwein. There's actually more fruit flavors too. So there's a lot of different ones you can see. This one I have right here is raspberry. And this one, compared to the normal Gluehwein, it cuts some of the sweetness out, but does give a nice little you can tell it's raspberry flavoring, so that's nice. I like this. And next up, we have the cherry Gluehwein, Kirschglühwein. This is one I actually see at Aldi's in the U.S. quite often. You can get it, one of the more popular flavors. You know, the raspberry is also very popular, but cherry is the one that I see the most of that I can buy like bottles of, and I see it more in terms when you do have a flavored one. Like I actually see this more than the white Gluehwein in the past. So the white Gluehwein is actually becoming more popular. So the cherry one, whereas the raspberry one is a little bit smoother, the cherry one has more of a full body, like oh, I have a full mouthful of flavor. And my mom would say it has a little bit of a pop to it. So as she's over here right now, what would you say, Mom? Has a kick to it. So yeah, but so far I like the cherry, I like the Heidelbeer, so we got more to try. So not everything you have here is called Gluehwein. So right here what we have is Feuerzangenbowle, which back in the day they used to like literally light a sugar cube on fire with rum and deal with that. But you don't get that too much. I mean, safety concerns, I guess, but it's very much a different flavor. Like if you want more of a robust, almost not a mixed drink, but a very different flavor. Like if you're tired of the Gluehwein flavor, this is a completely different thing. You'll find it in a lot of places. It's not, for me, it doesn't rank as high as the Gluehweins, but it is something you will see. And I do recommend trying it. And if you do see one of the places where they light it on fire, that's pretty cool. And one of the things nice, if you do not want to have alcohol, they actually have alcohol-free Gluehwein you can get, but also you can have this. This is Kinderpunsch, children's punch. So when you come with your kids, they can have some hot stuff too. And no, there is no alcohol. It is a nice little thing for them. Though I will tell you, it is super, super sweet. It basically tastes like if you took a Capri Sun, like a fruit punch Capri Sun, and just warmed it up. That is exactly what it tastes like. It is hot Capri Sun, like 100%. So Kids will love it, and now you can all be outside together having your bratwurst and your little wine. So, yeah, so not bad for the kiddies. So you have the Feuerzangenbowle, and we've had the Kinderpunsch and the Eierpunsch and things. But also, if you like cider, and you want to try something with the apple base, they have Apfelpunsch, which is like roasted apple punch, which is just cider. It's alcoholic cider. Can't go wrong with that. It doesn't feel like apple juice, but it does have that apple cidery taste, so it is kind of nice. Okay, we have gone through 8 different Gluehweins and hot drinks here at the Bamberg Christmas market. And if I would rank them, I'd say number 1, the Weißes Gluehwein. The white Gluehwein, that is probably my favorite. This is a thing that's becoming more and more popular. It's a lot less sugary feeling, so that's really nice. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the Kirsch Gluehwein, the cherry Gluehwein, because that cherry really cuts through the like sugariness of it, and it also has a little bit of a punch to go with it. Number 3 on our list would be just traditional Gluehwein. You can never go wrong with that. You'll see that all over the place. Number 4 on our list is the Heidelbeer Gluehwein, the raspberry Gluehwein. Again, the fruit cuts through the over sugariness, but it doesn't have a really big pop flavor like the cherry one does. Next on our list is the Feuerzangenbowle, the fire tongue brew. This is what I'm actually having right now. I think it's good because it's something different. It's in the same family, but it definitely has a different taste to it. So the next up on our list is what my mom is drinking right now, the Bratapfel one. Okay, that is the cider one would be next on our list. It actually is pretty nice, and especially if you don't want the winey flavor, that is actually a nice alternative to have. And then next, I would say would be the Kinderpunsch, which really is basically like warmed up Capri Sun, to be honest. I mean, the kids will love it, but yeah, put the alcohol in it, make your life better. There is non-alcoholic Gluehwein. We did not do that because that would be not what we do. And then in last place, we have the Eierpunsch. And the Eierpunsch, it was just with the egg and the sort of creaminess that goes along with it. It was fine, but I can tell if I would have 2 of those, my tummy would not be happy, okay? Oh, and a bonus thing, if they have Glühbeer, the hot beer, stick to the Gluehwein. That's my little advice to you. Stick to the Gluehwein, not the Glühbeer. Now, when you're going to get your Gluehwein or your Eierpunsch or whichever one you like, I will tell you this. It's usually between 3 and 5 euros when you get a glass. But the thing is, when you buy your first one, there's usually this thing called a fund, a deposit. It might be 2 euros. It might be 3 euros. I've seen anywhere from 1 to 6 euros a deposit for the glass. But the thing is, once you take the glass back, they give you your money back. But just be aware of that first roundup. But here's the thing. If you like it, like, look how beautiful this one is in Bamberg this year. You can take this home. We literally have boxes of these back home from all the Christmas markets we've been to. Makes a great souvenir and something nice you can give to your friends when you get back home. So I wish you all the best. Have a great time. Frohe Weihnachten. Merry Christmas from here in Germany. And whatever Gluehwein you like, we hope you enjoy it. Tschüss. And a special thank you today to the Weiss Gluehwein Hütte, where we've been drinking this for the last hour or so. Thank you for keeping us nice and warm here in Bamberg.